To me, eggnog tastes like a mixture between spoiled milk and, I don't know, like pudding. Hey everybody, it's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for today's video because it is a Christmas video. It is also a collaboration with my friend Jennifer from the Family Fudge. If you don't know who Jennifer is, she is like the Martha Stewart of YouTube. She has incredible recipe videos, the homeschooling mom, and I just love all of her videos. I don't know how she has time to make those videos with all of her children, but she does, and they are so amazing and high quality, so definitely check out her channel. But today, Jennifer and I have teamed up to create a new Christmas tag for you guys. If you've been on YouTube for a while, you probably have seen there's a couple different Christmas tags that have been around for a couple years. They've been done a little bit to death, so she and I came up with our own questions for the Very Merry Christmas tag that we have started for you guys. So she came up with 5 questions and I came up with 5 questions, and so 10 questions total that we are going to answer about ourselves in this video, and then tag some people at the end to spread this tag around YouTube to get some new Christmas videos out there on the YouTube world. So the first question is, what are your feelings on Black Friday shopping? Are you brave and head out into the crowds, or do you shop online, or do you avoid it altogether? I definitely do not go out on Black Friday. The only time I did anything similar was when I think it was Walmart had opened late one day on Thanksgiving. So I went out at like midnight and I didn't even get what I went to get. I ended up getting stuff I didn't intend to get. So I don't go because I'm not going to take my kids out into the crowds on Black Friday. My husband has to work on Friday, so he doesn't get the day off. There's nobody to watch the kids. And I really honestly just don't feel like it's worth it. So many stores now do like pre-Thanksgiving sales. They'll do something on Thanksgiving. They do online sales on Black Friday, and then there's Cyber Monday. So I personally don't feel the need, and I don't have the desire to go and like camp out in front of Best Buy for 4 hours waiting for something that I may or may not even get. I would much rather stay home, shop from my computer, and save money that way and save a little bit of my sanity. But there is a little bit of a frenzy. Like, part of me wants to go. Like when we go to my parents' house for Thanksgiving, and my brother and my dad and my husband are all looking at like the ads, and I'm like, oh, that looks really exciting. Oh, I wish I could go out and get it. But I don't know. I think it's the thrill of the chase that intrigues me, but not enough to actually make me go. Favorite gift that you've ever given? I think the favorite gift that I've ever given, I get really excited about gifts that I give people in general, especially our girls. I do tend to get more excited about what I'm giving than what I'm getting, which I think is the way it should be. But I think that my favorite gift I've ever given was back before I was married. My parents and my brother had already moved out. He may have even been married at the time. We went to Disney World and we got all these really pretty ornaments from the Disney Christmas store at downtown Disney, which is now called Disney Springs. All these pretty little ornaments. It was like $100 and something worth of ornaments, and we left them in our car, went to Magic Kingdom, we came back, and our car had been broken into, and they took all of the ornaments and they took some stuff that we had gotten from Planet Hollywood. And I remember how upsetting that was, because you feel so violated that first of all somebody has done that and gotten into your stuff, but then they took the ornaments that we were saving for Christmas, and it was just really upsetting. So I didn't have a lot of money. I did have my first credit card, and I remember I called Disney, like you could call the merchandise number, and I told them exactly what ornaments we had purchased, and I had them sent here from Disney World, and I gave them to my mom as her Christmas gift. And I think we still have those ornaments now, and every time I see those ornaments I think about that and how that could have been a bad thing, it could have been a really traumatic thing, but it turned out to be something memorable that I was able to do for my parents, to buy those and surprise them, because they had no idea that I even knew how to do that, that you could do that, that I had the money to do that. And so that was, I think, one of my favorite gifts that I've ever given. Christmas cards, yay or nay? Do you send cards, and if so, what style do you go with? Are you traditional with no photo, a photo funny or classy? We don't do Christmas cards. I just don't get into that. I really don't even do birthday cards. Like if I give somebody a gift, I don't typically give them a card also. I don't know why, but I just don't. The only time I'll ever give a card is if I don't give them a gift. If it's somebody I don't know very well, or I just don't have a gift, I will give them a card. Otherwise, we're not card people. But I know a lot of people are and get really into it. It's just not my thing. If you were a Christmas elf, what would your specialty be? Reindeer wrangler, chief decorator, toy maker, gift wrapper, baker, or management? I would definitely rather be the reindeer wrangler. I'm much better with animals than I am with people a lot of the times. I'm definitely not a very good baker. I'm an okay decorator, and I'm a terrible manager because I hate I like telling people what to do, but I'm also like the type of person that wants to be everybody's friend, and so if they don't do it, I'm kind of like, oh, it's okay. When I was a manager a long time ago, I used to work at Ulta, and I was the prestige cosmetics manager, and I would a lot of times be in charge of opening the store or closing the store, and I had a bunch of teenage kids that worked with me, and I just was so bad about telling them what to do, because if they didn't want to do it, I was like, what am I going to do, spank them? I didn't know what to do. And so I was just a terrible manager. So I would definitely much rather be with the animals and taking care of them. And plus reindeer are adorable, even though I know they supposedly bite, but I'm sure Santa's reindeer are all nice. So I would much rather be a reindeer wrangler. The next question is, eggnog, do you pour a tall glass or do you throw it in the trash? Definitely throw it in the trash. To me, eggnog tastes like a mixture between spoiled milk and, I don't know, like pudding, like vanilla pudding, cheap vanilla pudding. You know how it's got that weird like sour kind of aftertaste? I hate eggnog. My husband loves it. I think it's gross, and I would definitely not drink it. What is your decorating style? Classic, red and green, shabby chic, country farmhouse, colorful, jewel-toned, etc. And does your style change from year to year? I'm definitely a red and green kind of traditional Christmas decorator. I did recently want a white tree, but my girls will have none of it, and I know I could make an executive decision and saying, we're gonna have a white tree, but I know what they mean, because growing up, I always wanted a multicolored tree instead of a white lights tree, so I understand that they want to keep up with the multicolor. So a lot of our ornaments are the ones that I had growing up, and then the ones that are the girls, so we definitely have a mixture of ornaments on our tree. You guys let me know if you want me to do a Christmas tree tour this year. I actually would think that'd be kind of fun to show you some of the ornaments, some of my favorite ones, some of the ones from my childhood, so let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do a Christmas tree tour. But overall, it's really traditional, a lot of whimsical things, a lot of childlike things, because I'm a big kid and I have kids, so they still like a lot of like the animated little figurines and things like that. So definitely classic red and green. I'm not fancy and Pinterest worthy with my Christmas decorating. Question 8 is your favorite childhood Christmas memory. I don't really have one specific memory. I just remember Christmas being happy. I remember the excitement that my brother and I would have building up to Christmas, and how our parents always made it such a special thing. We would always watch a Christmas cartoon before we opened presents, and when I think back about my childhood, I think I automatically think back to around Christmas time, because it was just so cozy and I loved it. So again, I don't really have a specific like memory, but just that my parents always made it special and happy, and that's one thing I always want to do for our kids, is that we make sure that we have memories and we have traditions that we're making with them, so that when they grow up, they can look back and think about Christmas fondly. Well, their whole childhood too, but Christmas I want them to think of as extra magical and extra special. So that's kind of dancing around the question, but that's really my best answer. Question number 9, if you could borrow Santa's sleigh on Christmas Eve, where in the world would you go? I would definitely go to Ireland, Italy, and Paris. And if I have Santa's sleigh, I could probably make all 3 of those places very easily in one night. I've always wanted to go to Ireland. I think it's beautiful, and I'm part Irish, if you can't tell by the red hair and the fair skin. So I've always wanted to go there, and I think Italy looks so beautiful. I've always wanted to go to Italy, and I would like to go to Paris too. If I had Santa's sleigh for Christmas Eve, that is where I would go. And the last question in the Very Merry Christmas tag is, what is your favorite Christmas ornament, and show it if possible. So I actually do have my favorite Christmas ornament still. It's not even that old. I got it when my oldest daughter was little. It is a Hallmark ornament that has Tigger, and he goes around and it plays music and he's sledding on his stomach, and I just love that ornament. Partly because I love Disney. I love Tigger. He's one of my favorite Disney characters because he's just so happy and like oblivious to anything else that's going on. I love that about him, and I just love that ornament. It's sparkly, it plays music, and I love how it goes around, and I think it was one of the first ornaments I had ever seen at that time that actually moved. So when I saw that, I was like, that's like the coolest ornament ever. So I think that is definitely my very favorite Christmas ornament. So those are my answers to the Very Merry Christmas tag. Make sure you check the description box below to watch Jennifer's video to see what her answers are to those 10 questions. She will be tagging different people on her channel to do the tag, and I'm actually going to tag a couple people right now that I would love to see do this tag if they're interested. I would love to tag Jessica from Keep Calm and Clean, Tiffani from Beauty and the Beastons, Candice from Fancy That with Candice, and Paige from the channel Page Danielle. I know all of those girls love Christmas, and I would really like to see them do this tag and hear their answers. Also, if you guys make YouTube videos, I tag everybody else as well. If you're interested in this tag and you like these questions and you like this kind of fresh, new Christmas tag that Jennifer and I have created, I tag all of you guys as well. If you don't make YouTube videos, feel free to let me know the answers to all or any of these questions in the comments below. I will actually type out all of these questions in the description box for you guys. So if you're interested in answering all of the questions or just one or two of the questions and answering them in the comments, I would love to hear your answers as well. I love Christmas, and part of the excitement of Christmas is sharing it with other people, and so this is my way of sharing some Christmas magic with you guys. Make sure you don't forget to check out Jennifer's video in the description box below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!